everyone! Hi! So I see lots of comments already and I'm sure you like this topic. Whoops! So yes, today's topic is Korean school rules. Are you planning to teach English in South Korea? In like private school or public school? Or are you just interested in Korean culture or you want to move to Korean school? Then this lesson is the must watch. Yes. 안녕하세요, 젠조, Emma, Ready Bread Cherries, Brandon, and Wooyu, Rabin, Sherman. Thank you for joining this class, and Jenna. So, yes, I'm so excited to talk about this lesson, and I hope you guys do too. Yay! Okay, so while waiting for more students, well, I have something to tell you today, which is, yes, thank you so much for, getting excited about our deal last week. Actually, it was Black Friday sale, so we have to finish the sale on Friday, but we got lots of emails and comments and actually in personal inboxes. So it's like, oh, I missed the chances. So we, the team, decided to extend this deal, yay, for Korean Class 101 live class students only. So if you're watching this and if you want to learn Korean with me and our awesome Korean teachers, please check out this. This is biggest deal of the year, and yeah, I want you to take it. So if you're on Instagram or on some Facebook UI and you cannot click the link in the description, then we also put the link here. You can type this, or the easiest way is just click the link in the description. So yes, I hope you can take advantage of it. So yeah, we are doing this 51%, more than half, less than half price on basic, premium, and premium plus. By the way, with premium plus, you can always exchange messages with our Korean teachers, so please check it out. And 안녕하세요, Amila. Oh, you're from Indonesia. Terima kasih. And Monique Panda and Gangna Minu and CH Majid, Gloria, Kezia. Wow. Okay, great. It's a good topic for you guys, right? And Brandon just said they have Saturday schools, right? Yes, we used to go to school on every Saturday, but we don't anymore. But still a lot of people go to school on Saturday. Okay, so today we are gonna talk about common rules about schools in South Korea. So we're gonna talk about Korean school uniforms, hairstyle, or yaja time. What is yaja time? Well, you will discover it very soon. So every Korean school rules you must know. So let's start it. 안녕하세요, Natalie, and how can I read this? PVSH Sony and Heng Tan and Angie. 안녕하세요. So the first topic I want to talk about is this. You are expected to do yaja. Yes, to do yaja. Yaja is Korean word. So, well, I couldn't find good English translation. So that's why I just used yaja directly. Well, if you translate it directly, yaja is night self-learning. 야자 is short form of this word. 야간 자율 학습. 야간 자율 학습. 야간 means night. 자율 means self. 학습 means learning. So I just wrote it literally. Night self-learning. 야자. Yes. So this used to be mandatory. Well, we finish school around 5 p.m. and then after that we have dinner and then we study in the classroom, which we call 야자. 야자. Yes, Korean people study really hard, and when I was in high school, my yaja finished at 11:10. 11:10. I lived in dormitory, so I don't have to worry about going back home. So, wow, yes. Until what time do you usually study at school in Korea? Well, it depends on the school, but in my school it was 11. It was 11, and you can actually study until 1 or 2 a.m. too. But officially, everyone has to study until 11, but other schools are like 10 p.m., 9 p.m. It depends on the school, and it's not mandatory anymore. It's not mandatory anymore. But still, if you want to skip this night self-learning, yaja time, then you need proper reason. Like, oh, I have to go to like English school, so I have to miss it, or my mom is sick, or I have to do this. You need some reason to talk to your teacher. So yaja is something that is very important for Korean students. Wow. Yes. So Mia versus so like studying? Exactly. So what do people do in yaja time? They usually do their homework. Homework, by the way, is 숙제. 숙제. It's a good Korean word, so let me write it down. Sorry. So homework is 숙제. 숙제. They do 숙제, the homework, or they study the areas they are not good at it. And also in the classroom, there are many students. So if you are not good at math and you have a question about it, you can ask your student, your friends, right? 야자. Yes, good job. Red brandy cherries. 야자. It's nice self-learning, but just think, this is the time you study yourself in classroom. That's it. But Korean people study really hard. I think we are the people who study the longest hours when we are in school. And rule number 2, you need to take off your shoes when entering the school. Well, actually, you do the same thing when you enter the house in Korea, right? It applies in the school too. Basically, you wear this 실내화. 실내 means indoor and 화 means shoes. Because if you don't wear shoes, you can keep your floor clean, right? And then usually students clean the school. So yes, it's better to wear this. So it makes it easy to clean. And these are very typical Korean 실내화. Or you can also wear this kind of slippers, but usually it is really typical. When you are in elementary school, you are probably wear something like this. When you are in like middle school, high school, you will be wearing this. But it depends on the school. So in some school, other cool slippers are okay. So please check out the school rule first and then buy. 실내화, Sony, good job. And cutie meek. I see Koreans wearing those always at school, and the slide, exactly. Yeah, these are the typical ones. And a lot of students draw something on this kind of shoes using some like pens. Make it colorful. Okay. Next. 학주 and 선도부 will stand at the doorway to check your uniform. That sounds scary, right? Yes, I know. But well, it's very natural. So you have to you have to wear proper clothes. So what is 학주 and 선도부? Well, I'll explaining very soon. And then they check your uniform. Not only uniform, they actually check your hairstyle and then your makeup or your skirt or name tag, everything. So you're not supposed to wear any accessories and you're not supposed to put any makeup in school and you're not supposed to have your hair dyed or permed. They check everything and then otherwise you will lose your point. That's very strict. And you also have to wear the name tag always here. So teacher knows what is your name. Okay. So I'll explain what is 학주. So, well, this is not my school, but I just found it randomly. But the 학주 and 선도부 will stand here and check. Usually there will be like 5 people, and then yeah, they are scary. So 학주 is short form of 학생주임. 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 학생 means student, and 주임 literally means like head. So they are 학생주임 is a teacher who is in charge of controlling the students, and then they make rules about the school, like you cannot do this, you cannot do this. They are usually a PE teacher, like physical education teacher, so they are scary. 학주. And then 선도부 is a group of students. Well, who are they? So I think you will be wondering. So I prepared this. So yes, 학생회 is student council. So they have a group, right? In the group, there's a lot of small groups like 총무부. 총무부 means general affair department. So they take care of like all the like small stuff, like they prepare some like papers. And 학예부 is department of art. So they usually prepare for the festivals, school festivals. 문예부 and 편집부. 편집 means editing. So those are usually the same. So it depends on the school. Some school use the name 문예부, or some school use the name 편집부. So they usually make school newspapers. And 봉사부, they are in charge of taking care of like volunteer work. 미화부, they clean the school. And this is 선도부. 선도부 usually they check the school rules, and then they control the school, the student. And they these days have lots of different names. Another common name for 선도부 is 바른 생활부. 바른 생활부. 바른 means like correct or right, and 생활 means life, and 부 means like group. So yes, they are usually the scary one. But yes, they will be waiting for you standing in the doorway to check your uniform, and then they will give you black mark. And then they will actually affect those black mark will affect your scores at the end of the semester. So that's why people try not to break the rule. And 도서부. 도서 means like library. They do some work related to the library. 방송부. A lot of Korean actresses K-pop stars are actually from this kind of group, 방송부, broadcasting group. So if there is any announcement, 방송부 people will say something. And sorry, Chim Chim. By the way, Chim Chim's here for getting many likes and love. 정보부. 정보부 is a group that people take care of the homepage and social media network like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And yeah, so it depends on the school. Some school has only this and this and this. Some school don't have like this. Some school have different groups. So it depends on the school, but this is common one I want to introduce. So I hope you understand some Korean council structure. Beyond the scene, I missed Chim Chim's lessons. Really? Then actually, if we reach 200 likes today, then teacher Chim Chim can give you a special slang lesson if Beyond the Scene wants. So, okay, so let's move on. So don't forget to give us lots of likes, love, and share. So teacher Chim Chim, teacher Chim Chim can give you a special Korean slang lesson today. And okay, so next, rule number 4. Your height matters when it comes to choosing a seat. Yes. So basically, if you're short, you sit in front. If you're tall, you sit at the back. Well, it makes sense, right? Otherwise, yeah, short people cannot see the front. Well, how about other countries? How about in your country? Yeah, here we make the numbers based on these according to the height actually. So if you are short, your school number is 1. And if you are very tall, then you will get the last number. For example, if there are 35 students in the classroom, and then you are so small, then you will be probably the number 1. And you are so tall, you are the tallest in the in the classroom, then you will be, your student number will be 35. So we call this number as 출석 번호. 출석 번호. 출석 means attendance. 출석 means attendance, and 번호 means number. 출석 번호. Let me talk about this attendance number. Scary part of this attendance number. Well, in Korea, teacher usually give you some tasks, and then they call the numbers. For example, it's a math class. And then the teacher wrote some mathematical equations like 2 plus 3 equal. Well, this is easy one, but really difficult one on the board. And then she checked the calendar like, today is November 29th, right? Today is November 29th. November 29th. Okay, so who is the number 11? Me. Then, solve this equation. Or who is number 29? Then they do another task. For example, if it's Korean or English class, then those number is mostly like to read the paragraph, English or Korean paragraph in front of students. So students care about the dates every day a lot, because then they know what they are gonna do today. Cutie Mick, yes, good job. And Harsh Tripat, I said in order to roll number. Okay. Melly, in Costa Rica, you can sit anywhere, whatever you want. That's nice. And actually, you can sit anywhere in university, but not in like elementary school, middle school, and high school in Korea, usually. Yes, that's very common. So yes, the dates matters, because teacher pick the students based on the today's dates, and students are always scared about them because they don't want to solve the equation or they don't want to do something in front of students, right? Okay, so let's move on. What is the rule number 5? No dating your schoolmate. It's very common. There is a school rule book and then it's usually written. Of course, it depends on the school, but I checked the internet and it looks like 81% of middle and high schools still have this rule. So they don't allow students to date anyone in school. So yes, I didn't have any boyfriend when I was in middle school and high school. And what happened if you have boyfriend or girlfriend in school? Well, some teachers actually just ignore that. But if it's serious, then you will get this 징계. 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 징계 means disciplinary punishment. It depends on the school, but if it's really bad, for example, if someone is like pregnant, then they might ask you to move to another school, or they will even the worst case is expelled from school. Yeah, Korea is very strict about that. So I know you watch lots of Korean dramas about like love in school, in high school. Well, that's not always true, but it really depends on the school. Some teachers are generous. Some schools have the rule, but they don't really care about it. But some schools are really strict about that. So yes, this is a scary part. In my school, they don't allow it. They didn't allow it, and then they do the survey like, do you know who is dating? And then some bad people write the names like, oh, I know. Not bad people, some people who really care about the rule, and some people who are really honest. They write, oh, that student and that students are dating, and they will be in trouble. So yeah, Korea is pretty strict. And why? Because lots of teachers and parents believe that if you date with someone, that affect your scores, they affect their study. Students are supposed to study hard, but yeah, if they date with someone, they don't focus on their study, which is their important duty. So, but yeah, a lot of people don't like this, and then yeah, some schools are changing. Becca, tell on each other, that's awful. Yeah. Yeah, it's really weird, but these days it's getting better and better. But I just want to share some of my experience and then some of the rules that actually the school have. QT Mick, America should have this rule. And yeah, so well, what do you think? So yeah, interesting, isn't it? And rule number 6, you need permission to go to the bathroom. Yes, seriously. Well, this rule doesn't apply in university. So in university, you can go to the bathroom whenever you want. But in elementary school, middle school, and high school, you cannot go to the bathroom whenever you want. You can only go to the bathroom during the break time. Yes. John Food, is this live right now? Yes, it is. It is so strict. So, what if you really want to go to the bathroom? You have to go to the bathroom right now. Here's a phrase that you can use. But first, you have to raise your hand, and then teacher will say, okay, Jin. Any question? And you can say this. 선생님, 화장실 가도 돼요? 화장실 가도 돼요? 선생님 means teacher. 화장실 means bathroom. 가도 돼요. It means can go. So it literally means, can I go to the bathroom, teacher? If teacher say yes, you can go. If teacher say no, then you cannot go. I'm sorry. So this will be your lifesaver lifesaving line. But again, this is only used in elementary school, middle school, and high school, not in university. So if you go to Korea as an exchange student, don't worry. You can always go to the bathroom whenever you want. 선생님, 화장실 가도 돼요? Yes. Good job, 세사르. Okay. Next. Rule number 7. You must wear what the school tells you to. Well, lots of Korean students wear uniform, right? Uniform. But uniform has a few kinds. 따란, 하복. 하복 means summer uniform. 하 means summer and 복 means clothes. 동복. 동복 is winter clothes, winter uniform. 동 means winter. 복, again, this is clothes. 춘추복. 춘 means spring. 추 means autumn. And 복 means clothes. So 춘추복, you wear this in the autumn and spring. 하복, 동복, 춘추복. 하복, 동복, 춘추복. It's like tongue twister. 하복, 동복, 춘추복. 하복, 동복, 춘추복. Yes. So yeah, as you can guess, 하복 is summer uniform. So they set the period from here to here. You have to wear 하복. You cannot wear 동복, winter clothes. You cannot. You have to wear this. And 동복 too, in the winter, in specific period, you have to wear this. 춘추복 is actually, you don't have to buy 춘추복. 춘추복 is just 동복 without jacket. So there are basically two kinds, 하복, 동복, and the 춘추복 is just 동복 without jacket. And so when we go to school, we buy 3 kinds of uniform. First, 하복, which is summer clothes, and 동복, and 체육복. 체육복 is training clothes, like gym clothes. 체육복. 체육 means like PE, like physical education. And again, 복 means clothes, right? 체육복. So yes, you buy these 3 kinds of clothes. And you wear this in your PE class, physical education class. Okay. Rule number 9. Students clean the classroom. I told you at the beginning of class, right? Students clean the classroom. And yes, it depends on the school, but in some class they make some groups, like group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So on Monday, group 1 clean, Tuesday, group 2 clean, or some class does like group 1 cleans for this week, group 2 cleans this week. So the important thing is students have to clean the classroom themselves. And then the important words for this, 주번 is duty students of the week. So what they do is clean the blackboard. So teachers always use blackboard, right? And then they write a lot of things, and after school they leave, and 주번, these 주번 students have to clean. I was very good at 주번. I was excellent at cleaning the blackboard. I'm so proud of it. So, by the way, useful word for this is blackboard is 칠판. So yes, 주번 usually cleans the classroom and then also clean the blackboard. 칠판. 주번, 큐티, 믹, 백하, yes, good job, and 민민, good job. So, it looks like Korean schools are very strict, and that's true. Compared to other schools, Korean schools are strict, but we are getting better. Yes, 야자, the night self-learning, used to be mandatory, but not anymore. And also, student hairstyle were very restricted, but these days, some school allow students to have a perm or like dyed. So we are getting better, and then lots of these rules will be changed in the future, I think. But still, Korean schools are very strict. So yeah, how was today's lesson? I hope you learned very important thing about Korean school, and these rules were very useful or interesting. So before leaving, yes, I have to mention this again, because last week actually some people missed the live and they saw this deal late and they sent me some messages. So please don't miss it this time. We cannot extend this deal anymore. We opened this for some of you guys who sent me an email. So please take it. This deal is only for Korean Class 101 live class students who you. Yes, you only. So it's 51% off. You cannot find these deals on our website anymore, but it's specially open for you. So please check it out. If you cannot click the link, well, click the link. That's the easiest way. But if you cannot click the link, yeah, you can type this bit.ly/Korean and 51. It's 51% off. So our usual subscription will be cheaper than the half price. So check it out. I hope you really like it. And thank you, Melly, and thank you, my name Jeff, and Alice. Oh, you're broke. It's okay. It's okay. I teach you on YouTube and Facebook every week for free, so don't worry. And Cesar, and then Simeli, thank you so much. So next week, I'm going to talk about Korean travel phrases. So when you visit Korea, you will definitely need this lesson. You will definitely need these phrases. So please join this class again. It will be December 6th as usual, Thursday at 1 p.m. in Korean time. So the time will be different in your country. So please check out. And thank you, Zachary, Lynn, Rasima, and Pearl Rio, and Choco Choco, and Nori, Alice, Cutie, John Hood, Heng, Dan, and PYS, Sony, Zenzo. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for your many comments today, and I hope you enjoyed this class, and I hope to see you next week too. See you next week. Bye bye.